Hello guys, Wings Mobile Detailing Podcast here. I'm back today. We're talking on the auto detailing topic of paint decontamination, clay bar, iron axe, just plain simple degreaser and bug and tar remover. So I'm going to cover on what's the best type of bug and tar remover, their differences between a clay bar, what does it actually do to the paint when you're using those products, and techniques. So stay with the introduction. Thank you for coming back. I know it's been over a week that I haven't posted a podcast. I have honestly been taking care of the business. I'm expanding Wings Mobile Detailing to other locations soon, including Raleigh, North Carolina. So any of you guys who's listening to this podcast and want to request a service, try me out. Try my company out. Our team is the best, but that's what I've been working on. That's why I've been a little bit away from podcasting, but it doesn't matter. I'm back, and stay with the introduction again.
Welcome to the Wings Mobile Detailing Business and Automotive Podcast, the only podcast that will guide you on how to start and grow six-figure companies. As our team expand from one business location to worldwide domination, you will get step-by-step insights from a millennial franchisor and franchise owner with your host, Andre Mezalira.
So let's continue talking about paint decontamination. Haven't started. A lot of people ask, why would you want to decontaminate the paint? And what does it actually mean? Like, why are you going to worry about paint decon on your vehicle? So I like to compare a lot of actually your skin because people can relate to that more. People who are not aware of what it actually means when you're, let's say, doing clay bar treatment on your car. And I will explain what clay bar actually is. But about paint decontamination, it's just like your skin. If you're taking care of your face, which I don't know nothing about it, but I know that you can exfoliate your paint to remove any impurities. You can wash your face with plain soap and water. I mean, you're cleaning it, but you're not actually deep cleaning it. There's still gonna be contamination on your face, and you can put a cream on top to protect or whatever. However it works. But it's not going to be completely decontaminated with just plain water and soap. Same thing with a car. You can soap the paint of your car, because it has pores, the paint itself. And if you don't exfoliate your face, just like your car, if you don't clay bar your car, you're not going to remove that even invisible surface of contamination, being micro dirt. Not dirt that's actually sticking out that you can see, but dirt that is embedded in the paint. But it's on the surface. Technically, it's not deep. If it is deep, then you have to move to polishing. That's what the clay bar does. Clay bar for car is after you wash the car and you feel your paint with your hands. It's not gonna be smooth as glass or as smooth as a new car. I mean, it can be, but if you're driving your car, you have your personal vehicle, and you go feel your car that you're daily driving, chances are it's not going to be super smooth as it was when you got it off brand new. And the reason it's not smooth is because you have contamination on there. Maybe you just wash your car, but it's not super smooth. And if you haven't done clay bar ever on your vehicle, any of these services for clay bar, you probably think that after you wash your car, say, hey, it's smooth, it's nice. But if you clay bar, you're gonna see what actually smooth means. So clay bar is literally a clay bar. If you guys seen a clay, sometimes it's white, yellow, it doesn't matter the color. It's a clay bar that you use on your car after you wash the car, because you want to get the car completely washed with any sand or dirt that you have on the paint. You want it as clean as possible before you clay the vehicle, because if you clay your car while it's dirty, and you're literally rubbing a piece of clay on the surface of your vehicle, and if it's still dirty, you haven't washed, as you rub the clay bar on your vehicle, it's gonna pick up the dirt, and it's gonna start scrubbing the dirt between the clay and the paint of your vehicle, so it's gonna scratch the heck out of your car. So you want to wash it first. And And clay, you can do clay. The least amount of times you do clay, sometimes it's better. Like if you don't need it, it's better not to do it, because it's like your face. You don't want to be exfoliating your face every single day, but you also do want to exfoliate your face because it is good to clean it every now and then. Same with the vehicle. If there are embedded dirts on your vehicle and you let it sit for years and without cleaning the car, that dirt's going to start to corrode through the clear coat of your vehicle. That's how you lose the shine. That's how you lose that nice, original, new shine from your car. Because when the dirt starts to eat through the paint job. So the clay removes that dirt, and then after it's removed, usually when you exfoliate your face, it's completely naked. It's not protected. There's no even natural oils that's protecting your face. Same with the cars. Obviously, paint doesn't have natural oils, but same with your car in regards to you're going to be removing any protection after you clay the vehicle. And what you want to follow up with is waxes or sealant or even ceramic coating. So you want some sort of protection, especially after you clay. You don't ever want to clay your vehicle and not apply any sort of wax, sealants, or any sort of protection. I mean, it's just like if you clay your vehicle, you're also removing any waxes that you had previously there, and so you're making it worse. You better not even to clay your vehicle if you're gonna think about claying and not waxing it at all. Like, it doesn't make sense. Nobody does that, I hope, but you shouldn't do it. So definitely, wax your car afterwards. Clay, I like to recommend doing on your car depending how often you drive. It really varies because I can't say every car you can clay it every year, but once a year if you clay your vehicle, you should be good. And it's not like doing it too much. Too much would be doing, let's say, once a week. Every wash you clay your vehicle. It's not needed, and it's not like it's bad for your paint if you clay often. But when you clay, you want to be cautious to not scratch it. You want to make sure the paint is clean. Do it professionally, because if you're cleaning the vehicle and there's nothing, literally no dirt, no nothing embedded in the paint, there's no way you're going to scratch it, because what scratch is the friction between clay, something in between, dirt in between, and the actual paint. And a lot of times you're going to wash your car and there's going to be some dirt in between there. But professionally washing, you shouldn't run through that problem. At least with wings here, we recommend cleaning your car, especially the first time service, as I said, so you don't lose that original shine. And that's so when we apply coating of wax or sealant to protect your paint, and if you clay before you do the protection, it's even better, because the sealant and wax that we apply is going to bond well to the paint itself. So that's why it's always good to clay, exfoliate the car, apply the sealant, and the sealant is going to bond directly to the paint, because you're not going to have any contamination in between the sealant that you apply, the paste sealant, and the paint itself. The clay removes that and make it last longer. Obviously doesn't make much of a difference as far as durability, but depending how contaminated your car is, when you apply sealant and wax on the car and there's contamination from not cleaning the vehicle, the sealant's going to adhere to the contamination, not the paint itself. It's not going to adhere too well and bond. So you definitely want to clay. It's a very good thing to do. There are other types of decontamination that you can do to your car. Vehicle's paint is, everything can be considered decontamination, because you're washing the car, you're decontaminating, but it's more of like very surface dirt. If you're degreasing your car, spraying degreaser to break down any heavier road grime, whatever type of dust it is, the degreaser does help. And then there's the Iron X. Iron X is a product that you spray on the car. It breaks down any iron contamination, and it smells really bad. I haven't heard of any Iron X decon that smells good. It smells really bad, but that's out of, doesn't matter. Now Iron X, it's you literally spray, and that's the liquid, the clear liquid that's spraying on the paint. It starts sweating purple. That means that the product is reacting. It's a chemical reaction with the iron contamination that's on the paint. It's breaking it down, and it's turning out into purple liquid. It sweats purple. It's very nice. You can see it actually cleaning. A lot of brand new cars use spray Iron X, and you don't see any of that, purple sweat. That means that there is not much of iron contamination on the car. So you can do Iron X, and you can also clay your vehicle. They're both very good to decontaminate. Clay is gonna pick up other types of contamination, and Iron X is gonna break down from the paint. So you wanna clay the vehicle. It's more like a rubbing action. You're really hitting it really well and deep in the surface of the paint. And these services, to add this decontamination services to the service, obviously, as I said, clay bar I recommend to do once a year. Or if it's your first time detailing the car, let's say you just bought a brand new car and you don't know if your car has been waxed from the dealership, if it has any sorts of sealants to protect already. It might even have, chances are it does have, but you don't know what it is. You don't know how good it is. And a lot of people ask, is it good to clay a brand new car? And my answer is yes. Because if you buy a brand new car and you want to add a sort of sealant protection that it works and you don't know what's on the paint, it's nice to clay when you first get your car, because the clay is going to remove any sort of dealership waxes that they had previously applied on the paint of your car, and you don't know what's there, you don't know how long it lasts, and you bought a brand new car. You want that shine to be there as long as possible, so you want to make sure you have a quality paint protection in there. But why are you going to clay it? So the clay helps to remove that wax from the dealership, and the reason you want to remove is that so then you can put your own type of sealant, or from a reputable detailing company, they might recommend you, hey, we want to use our own type of sealant that we know it's going to last. So the clay bar helps to remove, not only, yes, remove the decontamination, because you still have a contaminated car, from the time you came from the manufacturer to the dealership. So also to remove decontamination. But another reason is to remove any old waxes, so that you can start off fresh and apply good coating of sealant on the paint for a long-term protection. And you have a brand new car, it's protected, you're gonna have that original gloss shine for a long time, and you shouldn't be worried about it anymore. And the price doesn't change much to actually do a clay treatment. It might be a little bit more expensive, not too expensive, but a little bit more costly to do a sealant treatment on the car. And adding the clay, sometimes they add it automatically. Like our service, we charge $180, and we get that, clay and sealed, washed, decontaminated clay and sealed as well. Some other companies, like us, we can also offer Iron X decontamination as well as the clay. It's not all cases that it's really, really necessary, to be honest. They might add another $40, $30 in the price there to do the Iron X. But, getting that clay done and the sealant done, you're in good hands. Obviously, the best thing is to get a car ceramic coated, but that's a whole different ball game. But if you're getting a brand new car, like any brand new car that I personally get, because I know how good ceramic coating is, I recommend ceramic coating. Definitely hands down. If you're buying a brand new car, you should apply ceramic coating on your car, professionally done. But obviously, if you're going to ceramic coat your car, you're definitely going to have a clay bar before. So clay bar treatment is something that it's not expensive. Definitely recommend for you to get it done in your vehicle. And I said how much they would, charge to do these services. It varies a lot by company, and I can't give you an exact price, depending on your detailer. But it's also not cheap because it takes time. The way the clay bar is done is they're literally washing your vehicle, drying it. When it's completely dry, they have a clay lube. Some detailers use pH balanced soap with the clay. It works just as well. But after the car is completely washed, you literally rub a clay bar, or now they have the different type of clay, which is called nano skin. It's not actually clay. They're a different fabric that they use, different mitt that simulates the clay. But clay bar is usually the best thing. But it takes time because they're literally rubbing whatever. If it's a nanoskin or the actual bar, they're rubbing all the surf, after the wash made your car, which is faster. They're rubbing that slowly throughout your entire vehicle. So that's something that takes time. And you're not going to have to do it every wash, every day. Then you just maintain doing a maintenance wash with regular wash and wax. But it is definitely good to do. Thank you so much, guys, for listening to this podcast. Again, my name is Andre with Wings Mobile Detailing. And if you guys like this, please subscribe to the podcast. Leave me a review and contact me on Instagram. I like how other detailers, they also contact me on Instagram. So that means that it's making a difference, what I'm doing. And we'll keep in touch. I always like to share ideas. If you're a detailer or wherever part of the world, just send me a message there, and I like to connect. Thank you so much.